What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing Yilong's ATS886 tattoo printer. It is a thermal printer that is portable, really well designed, really simple, lightweight. Put this bad boy in your backpack and you're good to go. Anytime, anywhere, you can print a stencil as long as you got some of this paper thing too. Yeah. The nice thing about this printer is it's really simple to use. The power button is right here. It's a switch. There you go. And while we're at it, you can see that it is a USB Type-C charger. So you can plug it with your phone charger. It's gonna work. It's gonna charge the printer. And yeah, I think it has about like 60 or 1 hour charging, like 60 minutes. And yeah, it's got a decent lifespan for its battery power, because you're not going to be keeping it on for a long time anyway, so you don't even need to fully charge it all the time. Just like pop it in and yeah, just like use it, and it's not going to be low bat or anything. Just remember to charge it every now and then though. So next up, you have like this little button right here which will open up the printer. There you go. While it's open like this, you can now slide in the paper. Blue side up, by the way. And you now push the printer lid back into place and it will automatically feed the paper through. Now this button right here, it's a feed button. You can press this one and it will feed the paper even more so that you have more control on where you want your stencil to be starting, right? Like you don't want it to start on this like yellow portion because there's no carbon here. Yeah, so feed it a little bit more. Really nice and simple. There's a lot you can do with this because it is a printer that has its own software, and that is probably its #1 reason why I am even considering making a review on this. It's because the printer plus the software makes life really easy. Alright, so the ATS app or the ATS software is really simple to use. All you got to do is press pictures and photos, select your design right here, like this one. That's my stencil that I laid out. You can edit basically you can edit how much carbon is going to be transferred to the stencil by adjusting the density of which the heat of the printer will heat up, basically. So you could do lower, which is lower density, so less carbon is going to be on your stencil. Middle or higher. Always choose higher in my opinion. The more carbon on the stencil, the better. Sometimes it's gonna smudge more, but that's not a problem. Just click higher. You could do the effect, which is the stencil that you're gonna print out can either be real size, which is the measurement size, but sometimes it's really buggy with this app. Just click self-adapting or adaption, and yeah, it still prints the same, or whatever you measured on the app, it's still gonna print that size no matter what. Now the more important one is the mode. There's BLA1, I think it's called Black 1, Black 2, Black 3, Black 4, and Black 5 on the bottom. So if you want the background of your design to be lighter, like the white part, you have to click Black 1. This makes it so that the printer knows or can create a sharper stencil. So more often than not, you're going to be using Black 1. A lot of people like to use Black 3 because it's the safest. Sometimes if you use Black 1, the printer won't be able to see the thinner lines of your stencil design. So Black 3 is good. Now if you're doing a fine line stencil, you got to do Black 5. That's basically it. So if you're doing like neotrad stuff, just click Black 3 or Black 1, or anywhere from Black 1 to 3 is fine. Anything that's like thin line stencil, yeah, you gotta use 4 or 5. That's basically it. Now, you can adjust the size of your stencil by clicking this button right here. You could mirror the image, which is, this tool is really important because when you make stencils with words, if you print it out normally, it's not gonna work. You gotta flip it, right? It's gonna be reversed. So yeah, the mirror tool is right here, really useful and quick. Now you can click the layout tool, you could shrink the design a bit. There's a nice little ruler that they put here on the side so that you can measure how big your design is on the paper, or yeah, on the paper that you're gonna print it, right? So you can use this as your measuring tool. Unfortunately, you cannot input it like in like, I don't know, like Microsoft Word, like 32, or you can't just input the image size. I kind of wish you could, but you can't. So you just gotta rely on knowing how to use a ruler. But I guess everybody that's tattooing is maybe 16 years old and older or something. You guys know how to use a ruler, so that shouldn't be an issue. Now that is the purpose of the layout tool, is to resize your design. Really simple. Once you're satisfied, click the check mark. Now this next part is really useful. I don't know what line does. I never really used it much. Maybe it automatically figures out the lines of your. You could actually just put a normal photo and it can create the stencil for you. I, however, like to use a different program for this, so yeah, not really too useful for me, but it is a hell of a lot useful for a lot of people that don't want to create their stencils slowly through Procreate or something else. So line tool is actually pretty damn good. All right. The most important one, however, on the software is the segmentation tool. Segmentation will allow you to create bigger stencils using this little printer that can only fit one paper, right? And the way to do that is, let's say the maximum that you can print on these thermal printers are about 11 inches of length. So what the segmentation tool does, it's gonna split your design in half. That's either vertically or horizontally. For the purpose of this demo, I'm gonna use horizontal. Click the check mark. It's gonna split it into 2. Now you might be wondering where the other one went. Yeah, it's still there, don't worry about it. So now you click layout, and let's say you want to create a stencil that is about, I don't know, 15 inches. So I know it an inch, so I'm gonna make it this big. This is way bigger. Like if the whole design is not gonna fit into this one paper. So just click OK, and you will now have 2 different pages. So you're gonna run your thermal printer twice with 2 different carbon papers, and you can now just manually attach the 2 papers together, and you have a big stencil that you would not have been able to do with other thermal printers that do not have the software. So yeah, this thing is pretty awesome. The printer is really nicely built, really simple to use. So having something like this where I can bring anywhere, anytime, is a real lifesaver. And in the States, you guys have better paper than this. Like, this is considered like not the best paper for thermal printing, but it still works. I mean, I'm still able to create really nice stencils with this paper. But you guys out there, you guys are lucky, you get the best stuff. So yeah, if you're interested in this printer, I highly recommend this one. I like this a lot. That's it for this video. Don't forget to hit that like, comment below, subscribe to the channel so that you know what's coming next, and I'll see you all on the next video. Later.